365 Radio, your source for news and insight.
Don't turn off your radio. You are listening to Power FM. This is 365 Power FM. Don't turn off your radio. You are listening to Power FM. This is 365 Power FM.
Tune in for the rhythms that make you feel alive. And get ready to power up your day every day on Power 365 Radio, broadcasting from the city of Ibadan. Follow us for top-notch news and entertainment updates. Don't miss a thing. So, pick up your phone and follow us on Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your number one online Southwest radio. This is
Nàìjíríà yìí tí gbogbo wa nílé lọ, àjò lè dàbí ilé. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sowọ́pọ̀ ká fìmọ̀ ṣọ̀kan, gbé kémi gbé. Torí kò sí ibòmíràn tí a lè lọ, àjò lè
Good afternoon, dear listeners out there. You're welcome to the maiden edition of Politics Today, coming to you live from Power365 online radio. On this program, we will be analyzing politics in Nigeria as it concerns our country, Nigeria. And sometimes, if need be, we may delve into politics in other countries. I'll be your host on this program. You don't know my face, so now you see my face, have you? And on this program, we'll be treating politics. Politics as it concerns Nigeria. Politics as it concerns our nation. First, let's start this way. On behalf of the chairman and management of Power365 online radio, I welcome you to this interesting edition, and it will be coming to your hearing every Saturday between 12 and 12:30 p.m. It's basically politics. First, let me analyze what politics is. You know, politics is any activity, or let's say activities that are associated with governance of a country or area, especially the debate between parties having power. You know, like Governor Seyi Makinde, who I like. I like him because he's my governor here. He's a governor in Oyo State. Like he usually says, like Governor Seyi Makinde would say, anytime there's an event, he would say, and there are some of his political. Some of his party stalwarts on seat, he would say "Egbe lo bijoba," meaning politics gives birth, or politics begats governance. So there's no way we will talk about governance that we won't talk about politics, because politics begats governance. And so, because we know that politics begats governance, we on our own side will do our bit as a watchdog in the society, as members of the fourth realm, and bring you analysis on some activities or on some things that the government is doing. And do you know what politics of Nigeria looks like? You know, the government, in whether federal or state or local government, in Nigeria we operate the presidential system of government. In Nigeria, we operate the presidential system of government, and in the presidential system of government, there are three arms of government. We have the legislative, the executive, and the judiciary, vested and bestowed upon them by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. On the federal pedestal, the Legislative House of Representatives.
United we go stand, divided we go. Make we make this our great nation Nigeria great.
According to experts, Nigerian politics takes place within a framework of a federal and presidential republic and a representative democracy, in which executive power is held by the federal government and the two chambers of the legislature, which comprises of the Senate and the House of Representatives. The legislative branch of Nigeria is responsible for and possesses powers. Chambers make up the law-making body in Nigeria, called the National Assembly, and they serve as checkers. They check the executive arm of government. And the National Assembly is a democratically elected body that represents the interest of Nigeria, and they hold the government of Nigeria to account. They make them accountable for their activities. The National Assembly is the nation's highest legislature, whose power to make laws is summarized in one chapter, which is the Section 4 of the 1999 Constitution. Check sections 47 to 49 of the 1999 Constitution, which states inter alia that there shall be a National Assembly for the Federation, which shall consist of two chambers, the Senate and the House of Representatives. Are you with me? It's why am I feeling like I'm preaching today? The Economist Intelligence Unit rated Nigeria a hybrid regime in 2019, and the federal government, state and local governments of Nigeria aim to work cooperatively to govern the nation and its people. Nigeria became a member of the British Commonwealth colonial rule on 1 October 1960. Okay, now, away from that, you'd recall that the president of our nation just assented the bill that reverted the national anthem to the old anthem, Nigeria, we hail thee, our own the native land. You know, and this has actually brought up many. In fact, there's a clips I saw recently where a Labour Party fanatic, so to speak, or a Labour Party enthusiast, or a Peter Obi supporter, popularly known as Yesufu, Aisha Yesufu, refused to stand or refused to. We'll drop the video on our page, and we would ask you to comment on it. Let's know your opinion about that. She refused to stand and recognize the new national anthem for reasons best known to her. She and her cohorts have started this hashtag Not My National Anthem. Go check the internet. There's this hashtag now, Not My National Anthem, and it's going on and on and on. But the question is the national anthem, is it the next thing for Nigeria? The new national anthem, is it the next thing for Nigeria? Okay, so let's see the lyrics, yes, the words of the new national anthem. You know, the new national anthem, Nigeria, the old new national anthem. the old new national anthem was written by Lillian Jane Williams, a British expatriate who was living in Nigeria at the time. And from searches and from information that we had, we learned that the new national anthem was actually was actually not, was actually written by Lillian, and the new national anthem was meant for the Queen at that time. Yes, it was meant for the Queen. So the question is it what Nigerians are yearning for at this time? And there was a recent news that I heard where the president said the new national anthem, the new national anthem, Nigeria We Hail Thee, is priority to him. And so the question is the old new national anthem priority to Nigerians? Is it your priority that Nigerians should run by, or you should run by the priority of Nigerians? It's a pertinent question we should ask.
ọ̀rọ̀ òṣèlú wa èyí ló kó bá gbogbo wa o ló kó bá ọrọ̀ ajé wa.
torí kò má lè jẹ́ kí ìjà máa wà ìjà bá dìde ó ká parí ẹnu yẹ.
torí àwọn ọmọ wa tí ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn kí la fẹ́ sọ pé àgbélé ayé ṣe gbé kájọ gbé ó yá kájọ gbé.
You're welcome back. This is still Politics Today on Power365 online radio. And it's interesting. It's interesting to know that you're there with us. And you know, Nigeria adopted the new national anthem on May 29 after lawmakers passed a law that replaced the current one with a version dropped nearly half century ago. That's almost 50 years ago. And this development has sparked widespread criticism about how the law was hastily passed without much public input. And it's so interesting how they hastily passed the law. And the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's assent to the law came a day after it was approved by both chambers of Nigeria's National Assembly, which is dominated by the governing party. The federal lawmakers introduced and passed the bill in less than a week. Yes, they passed it in less than a week. Go check. An unusually fast process for important bills that usually take weeks, months to be considered. This is one of the things that has sparked up, the interest of Nigerians and has sparked up reactions from Nigerians. The bill was passed in less than a week, compared to more important bills that are piling up and are taking months, weeks, years. Freedom of Information Bill. It took them years before they passed it. So many bills. It's taking them years to pass it. And this is what is sparking Nigerians. Sparking reaction from Nigerians. The Arise O Compatriot anthem is being replaced And we've been using this anthem since 1976 when it was introduced by the military government. The anthem was composed at a time when the country was reeling from a deadly civil war and calls on Nigerians to serve our fatherland with love and strength, and not to let the labor of our heroes past to be in vain. These are lyrics, wordings that are profound. The new version that takes immediate effect, it has taken immediate effect, was first introduced in 1960 when Nigeria gained independence from Britain, before it was dropped by the military. It was titled Nigeria We Owe Thee. It was written by Lillian Jean Williams, and who is a British expatriate who was living in Nigeria at the time. The new anthem was played publicly for the first time at a legislative session attended by Tinubu, who marked his 1-year anniversary in office as president on Wednesday. Remember, I told you that there's a difference between, in Nigeria now, there's a difference between inauguration anniversary and Democracy Day. Inauguration anniversary is held every May 29. That is when they swear in, after 4 years, they swear in new president, new governors. But Democracy Day is marked every year June 12, which is dedicated to late MKO Abiola. Now, many Nigerians have taken to social media to say they won't be singing the national anthem. Among them is Obi Ezekwesili, a former minister of education and presidential aspirant, who said that the new law shows that the country's political class doesn't care about the public interest. Now let me read what she said. She said, in a 21st century Nigeria, the country's political class found a colonial national anthem that has pejorative words like native land and tribes to be admirable enough to foist on our citizens without their consent. That's what she wrote. Supporters of the new anthem, however, argued it was wrong for the country to have adopted an anthem introduced by the military. So if it is wrong to adopt an anthem introduced by the military, is it right to adopt an anthem that was introduced by colonial masters? It's a question we need to answer. It's a pertinent question. We need to answer these questions, because the president and the National Assembly, the leadership, they're acting as though Nigerians, their opinions do not matter. Anthems are ideological. Now, this is someone, a public affairs analyst. He says anthems are ideological recitation that help the people to be more focused. It was a very sad development for the military to have changed the anthem. Public affairs analyst Frank Tete said. Now, the question is, have you memorized the new national anthem? This is it. Okay, let's do it this way. Let's listen to the wordings of the new national anthem. We'll start now. Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribe and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians all are proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be our symbol, that truth and justice reign, in peace or battle honored, and this we count as gain, to hand on to our children a banner without stain. O God of all creation, that's the second stanza, grant this our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed, and so with peace and plenty Nigeria shall be blessed. Amen. Okay, so that's the new national anthem, and that's the wordings. Those are the wordings, but our pledge remains the same. Our pledge has not been changed. And you know our pledge? I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, to serve Nigeria. Some will say it's not by force, but to serve Nigeria with all my strength. So our time is fast spent, and it's just a 30 minutes program. But then the question remains, have you memorized the new national anthem? And this is where I'll call it a day on Politics Today. And this is how we'll be doing it every weekend, every Saturday. We will dissect some of these policies that our leaders have thrusted on us. We will discuss them and we will analyze them. Now, there are two sides to the new national anthem. Some are for and some are against. If you are for, let us know. If you're against, let us know. And let us know why you are against and why you are for. And for us here, we are not taking sides, but we only know that Nigeria, as a media house, Nigeria has a new national anthem, and the new national anthem it is for us. But then we want to know your own stance and your own opinion about the new national anthem. My name is Alayande Adeniji. This is Politics Today, and this is how we will be doing it every Saturday, 12 to 12:30. And God willing, probably we can extend it to 1 hour when the opportunity arises. So until you hear from me next time, stay blessed and God bless you. Thank you. Goodbye.
Muhada Hanumu, Mudaga Nigeria.
Make we work for better Nigeria. Make we work for better Nigeria. Make we work for better Nigeria.
Tune in for the readings that make you feel alive. And get ready to power up your day every day on Power 365 Radio, broadcasting from the city of Ibadan. Follow us for top-notch news and entertainment updates. Don't miss a thing. So, pick up your phone and follow us on Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your number one online Southwest radio. This is Power 365 Radio. Get ready to experience dynamic energy and professionalism. At Power 365 Radio, we pride ourselves on being your go-to source for authentic news and insight. Be it breaking news, thought-provoking discussions, we are your number one online radio station in Southwest Nigeria. We are dedicated to delivering top-notch content that keeps you informed, entertained, and engaged. Stay connected on Power 365 Radio by following us on all our social media platforms. On Facebook at Power 365 FM, Instagram at Power 365_FM. Power 365 Radio, your source for news and insight. This is Power 365.